What is up, lads and ladies, it's Edward here and welcome back to another video where today it's another JMO, another Just My Opinion, and today we're going to be talking about the managers. So, of course, managers, it's a big job in football, very big job. You're operating a team full of individuals, you're wanting to bring in these individuals or you're wanting to move them on. Obviously you need to win in games, drawing, losing, the whole lot of it. In the Premier League this season there has already been 5 manager sackings: Ronald Koeman, Slaven Bilic, Tony Pulis, Frank de Boer and Nigel Pearson. And there were only 6 sackings the whole of last season. Is it right? Are these managers deserving to be sacked? Or is it the players' fault, or are the club being too trigger happy? So obviously the first one, because I'm an Everton fan, I've got to speak on Ronald Koeman. From my opinion, I think it was justifiable he was sacked because he had us in a very bad position. He never learned to change if something went wrong. The position we were in wasn't great, and it was really because of him, and he lost the dressing room as well. Then of course, most recently, Tony Pulis. A lot of West Brom fans, even the West Brom fanboys vlogger, they weren't liking the style of football he was playing them in. Was he deserving to be sacked? He spent a fair bit of money. Like, West Brom could win games, but they are currently 17th in the league, which isn't great for them. Honestly, I can understand why Pulis is sacked. I think, to be honest, most, if not all, of these managers that I'm mentioning are in really bad positions. They've put their teams in bad positions. And of course the next one is Slaven Bilic, who used to manage West Ham. I think a lot of West Ham fans could see this sort of coming and wanting it to come sooner than it did. If you look at the team he first had for his first season, just after Allardyce was gone, he did incredibly well, but it was because quality player in his prime, Dimitri Payet. And I personally think it's also because of the defensive stability that Allardyce had in the team. It's like with Martinez when his first season for us. David Moyes had this brilliant defensive mindset. Martinez added the attacking football. It was a match made in heaven. Then the next season, like Bilic, Martinez had that defensive mindset faded out by that time, and it didn't work. It was obvious it didn't work. Well, unfortunately for this season, Bilic hasn't even been able to get any sort of attack out because the players looked like they lost faith in him, and he looked like he lost the dressing room. They're currently 18th at the minute, so obviously they needed a change of manager as well. The next one, of course, is Nigel Pearson of Leicester.
Well, you're being absolutely stupid.
Is it this whole thing with, because of course he was the temporary manager and he replaced Claudio Ranieri. It looked like he worked well for him last season. The players put in effort for him and it worked okay. He did okay. For some reason, the results, I actually thought he was doing okay. I was quite surprised when he did get sacked because he wasn't in too bad of a position. I think he was like something like 13th or 14th, which isn't so bad. Sacking was a bit unjustified, I think. Maybe they should have stuck with him a bit longer. I'm not a Leicester fan, so what do you guys think? The last one I'm going to speak of is Frank de Boer. And he's a very interesting one. He only had 4 games in charge of Crystal Palace. And he got sacked. But he was trying to bring in a new style of football, something which could have been different, something which could have worked. I personally feel it was a bit harsh for him to be sacked, especially 4 games in. Like, you'd think to at least give a team manager maybe 6 months in, something like that. But he was trying to bring in a new style of football. It didn't work. And unfortunately, he was too stubborn with it to change it. Alright, 4 games in. You're not going to know if it doesn't work. Should have been given more of a chance, in my opinion. Why do these managers get sacked? A, their team is in a really bad position. They're not getting the results they're expected to get. They've spent a lot of money for it all to come bad. They've failed to replace people, which has never worked, and it feels like I'm aiming this at Koeman, but I'm not. I feel like nowadays players can really govern what happens with managers. Managing a football team is one of the hardest jobs, I think, in sport in general, because if the players do not play for you, then you're out the door. It's happened with Koeman, it's happened with Ranieri, it's happened with Mourinho at Chelsea, don't forget that. Is it fair? I don't think it's personally fair. I think players need to give 100% effort. I think they owe it to the club, to the managers, to the fans for bringing them in, for welcoming them and honouring them. to play for the club. Why are players being allowed to basically govern the game? It's not fair on managers. It's a really weird subject. League positions are a big thing as well. Say Everton are in the relegation zone, we're not expecting that, fans are not expecting that, the club are not expecting that, so the manager is clearly doing something wrong. Whether it's not getting the team right, or whether it's not getting like the right individuals in. West Ham were in the relegation zone, or Chelsea were 10th. You know, fans and owners do not expect that. They have sort of a set of expectations, and if the manager is not meeting that, that is obviously when they go. Chelsea, for example, should be aiming for top 6, and if they're not getting top 6, they are going below expectations. Whereas a team, say like West Brom, who would say get into top 4, that is above expectations, but if they're getting to say 10th to 12th, that is sort of their expected place to be. If you put a lot of money into a manager, you want them to be successful. So managers do have a lot of reason to be blamed, but I also feel like the players also need to be taken into contention as to if the team is doing really badly. It's a harsh world for managers, right? You've got to have the support of the board, you've got to have support of players, you've got to have support of the fans. So I'm going to ask this question now. Are you a successful manager if you always have the support of the club, the board, the players and the fans? I would say yeah. I think if the fans are happy with you, you're doing well. If the players are happy and wanting to play for you, you're doing well. And obviously if the board are happy with you, is it more a league position or like silverware and expectations, if you're fulfilling the expectations, or is it the support that you get that determines whether you're sacked or not? So obviously that is the end of this video, just my opinion. Of course, it is just my opinion at the end of the day. If you do want to share your opinion or think I'm wrong or think I'm right, leave it down below. And yeah, put down for the next topics. What do you want me to talk about next? And I feel like something to do with diving, and Niasse is going to be coming up very soon. Wonderful. So if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.